Everybody, how's it going? I wanted to make a quick video talking about the damage nerfs that Awakened Musa received on G-Lab last night. I wanted to give my opinion on the changes and how I think it's going to affect the class moving forward once those nerfs do come onto the live server. So if we go ahead and look here at the skill tree, the first skill that got nerfed here is Fire Crevice. So this is going from a minus 16.6% PvP damage reduction down to minus 43%. So almost a 30% damage nerf there. Below the belt, you can see here it has the first attack damage of minus 34.5 and extra attack damage of minus 48.4. Now looking at the patch notes here, it looks like they consolidated the PvP damage reduction into one line. So it becomes minus 52% damage, reduced damage in PvP overall. Third skill they changed was Projection. The extra attack damage of minus 18.6 is being changed to minus 46%. Almost a 30% change on there as well. Now, something to keep in mind with Projection is that all of our skills that got the recent blade effect incorporated into them, the rework, such as Crosscut, One Step Back, Backflow, Inferno Slash, all of these, as you can see, have the blade effect here, which takes its stats straight off the sheet stats of Projection. So it just incorporates Projection stats into the skill itself. So I assume all of these are going to go from minus 18.6 to that minus 46%. That Projection is going to merit after the nerfs here. Now, a lot of people have been asking me what I think about Musa, how I think it's been performing compared to other classes. I think it's like ranked at, whatever it may be. I've talked about it in my stream, in my Discord, and like So Frosty's podcast, given my thoughts. But ever since the rework has came out, I've thought the class is overpowered. I think it's very, very strong, without a doubt. I personally think it's the strongest melee class in the game right now, and it's not even close. Even your average Musa player is top fragging over really any class in the game. And the thing that makes this class so overwhelming is that it's fully super armor. Like, it's fully protected class and has a fully protected playstyle if you choose to play it that way, which a lot of people do. It becomes very oppressive the more and more gear you have. So I can very reasonable why people are complaining about it. The damage is pretty overtuned. You can break people's blocks at high AP very easily, just doing simple things like throwing out a fiery, one step back and like below the belt. Like, you can break somebody's block at very, very high DP, like close to 400 DP on DR. And that's no exaggeration. Class does a lot of damage. You're just able to kill players standing up with just a few abilities instantly and then get out instantly. But yeah, I think the changes are fine. Changes could have been a lot worse. They're only damage, PvP nerfs. We could have got some very unfun changes, things that could have taken away super armors, our protections, CCs. We could have got stamina nerfs. We could have got, e-buff changes. We could have lost AC. We could have lost the movement speed buff or something. There could have been a lot of really bad changes, like minus AoE, anything that would have affected the kit in a lot like more terrible ways. If you're a PvE player, you have nothing to worry about. They made changes that don't affect your PvE. There wasn't any reduction in hits. There wasn't any reduction in AoE. No reduction in crit on anything. So your PvE is going to be exactly the same, which is great, because the PvE wasn't even top tier after the rework. It's a lot better than it used to be, but it's still not top tier, but it is very good. So if you're someone that is doing the PvE on Musa, you can continue to do so. Nothing has changed for you. As far as how I think the class is going to perform after the reworks, I still think it is going to be very good. I think it's going to be fine. I think that is going to be more so the case depending on how skilled you are in the class. And if you're able to do more things than press the same 4 super arm abilities, they're off cooldown. If you're someone who's been liking the class, especially like before rework as well, you're going to continue to like it. Our kit still does more damage than it did pre-rework. Still does a lot more damage. The same playstyle still exists, where you can just keep holding R&B with protected movement into super armor chain abilities. Nothing else changed. It's the same kit. You just do a little bit less damage, so you're going to be forced to use more abilities. But the more gear you have, the less these changes will really affect you. So you won't really be just killing people standing up anymore, doing stuff like this, you know, and then running away. You're probably not going to one-shot 5 players doing that. You're going to have to use other things. You're going to have to incorporate more skills. I think /10% BSR is going to become pretty required for a lot of people's gameplay. It's something I've always really liked, as I've mentioned it in many of my guides over the years, especially in this new guide here. I think 10% / leading with it is very good. Something I recommend in my add-ons. Something I recommend for initiating like a ball of enemies when you're going into them, either leading with Fire Crevice or leading with 10% BSR. Very, very strong skill. So what like a 10% BSR combo would look like is like you dash into your targets, BSR 10, below the belt, fiery, 1 step back, backflow, and then you can disengage. Being able to get off at 10% BSR as your first EC is going to be very good, because it has that built-in minus 20 DP. And if you run a add-on similar to mine, which is minus another 15 DP, which does stack, and the attack speed buff, you're going to be doing a lot of damage. Probably killing people the exact same way you're killing them now on the live server, so those nerfs go live. So incorporating 10% BSR into your initiation is something I'd get used to doing, as I think it's going to be very necessary for you to keep killing people the same way. Nothing else was changed though on the kit. As you can see on my build here, something that changed for me when we got the extraction event, I went ahead and tried DR, and I did not go back to evasion. I like DR on both my hash and my Musa, but I think it's a playstyle kind of thing. I play the game very aggressively on the class. I pretty much just play for myself, play around the main ball. I try to engage fights for them, pick people off, you know, separate main groups, kill people on the side, whatever I can. Play really aggro, play really fast, and very like dive bomb kind of play style. So I think it works for me. Having almost a full RBF setup here. I do need a Garmoth still. I did have the RBF Kobe crystals in my Fallen God, but I took those out after a couple node wars and put in the special evasions, as I like them more. I think the tankiness you get from special evasions nowadays is just too strong to drop, honestly. So I choose to do that. But yeah, I'm on DR now. I like it a lot. I think if you're someone playing Evasion Musa and you're pretty similar gear to me, I was 293 AP with my Pen Kudum with C13 evasion armors, and streamed my node wars and my sieges for like the first week or week and a half. I did quite a bit of PvP on it, and it was still good. The Evasion Musa was still good on Awake, but I felt like I could do a lot more damage if I were to go DR and use like human damage, and I was right. I do a lot more damage, and I just like it. So something I definitely recommend. I think DR is going to be more necessary the lower AP you are, for you to keep the same similar play style. If you play similar to how I just showed you a couple minutes ago. But yeah, other than that, nothing else changed. On the patch notes here, there is another little keynote saying they fixed the issue where the super armor buff effect was applied when using Tiger Blade. Assuming that this is a bug that's been in the game for a very long time, for years, since the class has been out, where you can there's a cancel you can do with Tiger Blade. I'm not going to show you guys how to do it because it's bug abuse, but you can cancel Tiger Blade, and then you get the effect of being fully protected in anything that you do in pre-wake or awakening. So you can use any skills, anything I want to do, like any of this. I can like Rising Storm, and it'll be fully safe, super armor, and you won't get CC'd. I'm assuming that's what the fix is, which is a good change. People have been abusing it. As it's not like too prominent, but there's some people that do it. Just a good change. Should never have existed, especially for this long. So I'm assuming that's what the change is. I hope it is at least. But yeah, like I said, if you're someone who is enjoying Musa before the reworks, or you're enjoying it right now, either for like PvE or PvP, I think you'll continue to like it. The damage is going to be a bit less, but we have a lot more skills in our kit. A lot more skills than all the Flavor of the Month Musas are using, with the 4 skills super armor rotation and run around, waiting for cooldowns. So there's a lot more you can do with the kit if you explore it and learn it. I hope you guys continue to have fun on the class. I'll keep playing it as well. If you're interested in seeing any Node War or Siege footage of mine, I almost stream, pretty much stream all of my Node Wars and Sieges, besides my most recent one where I got Special Forces. I didn't stream that day because I got home late, but I plan on streaming my Siege tomorrow. So if you're interested in seeing how I play, you want to critique it or take something from it, go ahead, be my guest. Twitch and stuff will be in the description here, as well as my guide. And I'm looking forward to making a full-length guide here, probably within the next month, as the changes keep coming through for the game and the classes and things tone down. And I feel like I can make a Musa guide without anything changing, hopefully, for a long time. But yeah, expect that to come sometime by the end of February. But anyways, hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.